The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome, everyone, to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. And the Gators will kick it off to get us underway. He'll start the return inside his spot. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Gamecocks offense will go on the attack first. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Wow, defense is starting to make a comeback. Like, I'm excited about this new era of football. Like, we're seeing better tackling and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Guys, let's chat just for a second about South Carolina. It can be a little bit tricky to balance that high school recruiting, transfer portal recruiting for some of the non-traditional powers. But when they're grabbing linebackers like this guy, you know they're doing the right thing.
Absolutely, and there's nothing tricky about that, right? Like, recruiting high school players is essential. Transfer portal is good to supplement, but getting a guy like this that can run at the linebacker spot, it can upgrade your roster immediately.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. And the Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. The Gators offense has the ball for the first time. They sure hope that that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO'd. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they tried the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously a superstar out wide. Like, I've got to make somebody else beat me. Obviously a great QB wide receiver duo. I'm just not letting that wide receiver get me today.
Fires to the big fella. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. Now, they'd love to win this one today, secure that spot in the conference championship game. Oh, he's got some space. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, the ground game. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. The Gators line it up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. He wants to start this drive with a pass. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Now the play fake. Pressure coming. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And the defense gets a huge play. I'll tell you, they've been wreaking havoc in this one so far. They've got so many athletes up front on this defensive line. It kind of reminds me about the defenses I used to go against in practice back in the late 90s. Guys like Javon Curse coming off the edge. The freak. It was a nightmare. So hard for our guys to block. We felt like game day was easier than what we faced in practice. And I tell you, this D-line by the Gators, what they got this year, they are special.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Throws for the tight end. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience, and one this freshman got away with. They're dealing with a second and long. Makes the grab. It's Rousseau. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon. He's putting this defense on alert early.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
That's a nice play by the defense. You're trailing early in the game. They've got the ball on your side of the field, so you force the incompletion on 3rd down.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab. It's Rousseau. He'll be knocked out of bounds a couple of yards short, and that's a stop for the defense. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last time out. They obviously really struggled in that game. And in this one, just not getting enough push up front, and it's putting them in some really difficult situations.
Brought down just short of the... on the screen pass.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
The short hands, it's Fisher. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. The Gamecocks will punt it away on 4th down. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. To the ground with the back.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Sets up the screen. Delivers the stiff arm. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Gators can really attack on this 2nd and short. Offense changing the play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. A shot for the end zone. Touchdown Gators! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Leaves it with the back. Breaks into the open. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Creates a little room. And they pick up the 1st down in what might be the last play here in the 1st quarter. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the 1st quarter. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. Unloads quickly. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, South Carolina. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into it.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Arizona State is just getting blown off the field right now. We've seen big games in Tempe over the years. I've personally never seen anything like this. They're trailing by 14 to Oregon State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
That's a really good-looking run. I tell you, it's not easy to start at the running back position for the Florida Gators. When you think of where they can recruit in the state of Florida and really nationally, they've got a lot of the best around the country in high school wanting to come play here. So it says a lot if you're RB1 in this offense, but this dude shows you why. Speed and playmaking ability all day long.
From the gun, give on the inside. Turning it on. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield, like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
They'll make the stop about a yard short under 1st down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Holden finds his man on the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Catch in the middle. It's Fisher. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Gamecocks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the counter play. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Now the pitch. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Never a doubt. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. I think the one thing you can say here, Jesse, is that both defenses have done a pretty good job mitigating damages.
Yeah, and on that last drive, not getting it on 4th basically only cost you 3 points. That's the good news. Let's just turn the page, David, and move on.
So I think you can still be aggressive. You can still go for it on 4th down. Now you know you can trust your defense.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. There he goes. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a 1st down.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the 1st down.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
And 3rd and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played it great, and the play went nowhere.
Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Gators getting set on 1st and 10. End off from the shotgun. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. The Gators are threatening in the red zone. This time they'll go to the running game. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Gators trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Snap in the shotgun. Got out of trouble and throws. Touchdown, Florida! And they 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all.
South Carolina, 10.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. They'll immediately call timeout.
Well, we talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game that they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
Finds his tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Good timing on the quick out. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one so far from there in Columbia. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They open this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game. Oh, he's got some space. Still on his feet. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. You count up those explosive plays in the game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's
looking for a deep man. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way. At least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have it.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll try the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Gamecocks moving quickly to the line. The play action fake. Looking deep down the right side. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. And the Gamecocks line up to punt it away. Now on the return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
To the air on 1st down. Quick strike complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
He's got an open man. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
By the receiver. Picks up 7. Good enough for first down.
The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, the inside give. Got enough for the first down and wants more. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Wow, 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Buys a little time with his feet. On the move to the right and looking for a big one.
Well, this defense was ready for go-backs. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
A third down try for the offense. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
It's 4th and 15, but the offense will stay on the field. Looking to buy time. Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on 4th down. Offense in a bunch formation. From the gun, running back gets the give.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his play.
Breaks into the open. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Gamecocks have their offense in high gear. To the ground, he's got it again. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Ready to fire from the pistol. Takes the handoff. It's Fisher. Got it into the red zone. Dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Yeah, and listen, this guy's had a good day. I know they're trailing and they need to put some drives together, but I also wouldn't abandon him because he's had such a monster day, and he's been the bright spot so far for this offense.
He'll do it himself. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
Well, not much the defense could do there. The defensive end crashed down thinking the running back had it, but nice job of the ball handling there by the QB.
Just trying to avoid negative plays, continue to put stress on the defense. That's what he does there.
And that's a play this guy can run in his sleep, too. They rep this over and over and over. It's like clockwork for this guy.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football.
Touchdown, Gamecocks! You thought they The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. It's good. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, fellas. Iowa is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Niall Kinnick among the legends to wear that uniform. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Colorado. Just another week in the Big Ten. The constant is chaos, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Turning it on! He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback moving. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Rousseau. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those.
Here's an interception. Oh, and they need that turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
And I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Quickly complete. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll go to the ground. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
The Gamecocks pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They'll give it to the back. Gets away from one, finds room. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense. We've got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something?
Headed to the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there. Finish strong into the end zone. Know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Try to barge their way in. He barges his way into the end zone for the 2, and we are locked up here in the 4th. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David.
There he goes. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They go to the ground. Makes it past the marker. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
All right, you're at a point in the game now where you've got to go. You need to get down the field and score points. I'm all for running the football, but in this part of the field, you now...
Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Gators! They move on top here in the 4th.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and said, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. A strike downfield. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. It's a draw. just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the fourth, and the Brain Trust will go to work. They'll move the wide receiver. See if they can get the edge on the jet sweep. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Oh, they're after him. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Gotta have it here on fourth down. Fires to the right. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. And they spike it to stop the clock.
No gain on the play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. How about the blow he delivered in banging his way to the 41? Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. And the Gamecocks really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Makes the grab. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
First down for the offense. QB strikes the ball and the clock is stopped.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to pass, and they don't have a lot of time to work with. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
Man, this late in the game, it's go time. I got to have a score. I'm not worried about downs. I'm going through my 2-minute script. We know what's coming. We practiced this all week. Second down.
Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, this defense is still playing so hard here late in the game in the fourth quarter. Offense taking a shot into the end zone. Defender in incredible position, and he's able to knock that one away incomplete.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happens.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
That will put the wrap on things from here for David.
down.